Hey everybody, welcome to the Mark Parham podcast. You can follow me online by going to Rumble and typing in rumble.com/Mark Parham and I should pop up. Also, you can follow me on X by typing in x.com/Mark Parham _ and I should pop up on X also. So, with Donald Trump and the Democrats going back and forth about, the economy and, just a bunch of things. The question I have for anybody listening to this is, how would you lower inflation in America? Like, what programs would you cut? What government programs would you cut? And how would you, lower inflation? Because, everybody has their own theory about what the government should do and what, how to stop inflation and, all this other stuff. But, you don't really see any concrete solutions online. And so, this video, me speaking right now, I'm just asking anybody who's listening to this, what would you do to lower inflation? Like, would you cut, a program that's, helping, people that are, trying to get a medical service? Like, what would you do? Because, America's at a point right now where, people can say all they want about Donald Trump, but Americans got to a point where they said, we need somebody who's going to come in there and at least try something, do something new. Because it seems like, we have a lot of politicians that, they'll talk about, this is how we correct the economy and this is what we need to do. But then they just keep on doing the same thing over and over again. And this is something that Elon Musk has spoke about on X, how, a lot of these politicians in Washington, D.C., they just want government as usual. They don't want to really address the problem. They want to, as they say, kick the can down the road and let the next administration deal with it. And so, we're at this time where we can really do something about it. And, some of these cuts are going to be painful for some people. People are going to lose jobs, but it has to be done to, lower the price of groceries, to help farmers. Like, a lot of tough decisions need to be made. And I think Trump is up to that. Trump is the perfect person for the job. Because if you would have gotten Kamala Harris in there, nothing would have changed. It would have been just government as usual. And so, it's going to be interesting to see, what Donald Trump does to fix the economy. I know that, Doge and Elon Musk, they're coming up with ideas on, things to cut because, some of the things that the American government spends taxpayer dollars on, it's ridiculous. And so, just to get somebody in there to at least let the American people know what's going on, that would be another helpful thing too. Because it's one thing if they cut a program, but to let the American people know, okay, we've spent this amount of money on this, and this should be, eliminated. And I think that, social media has been a good tool to put out information just so people know what's going on with the government. Because a lot of, if people knew what was going on behind the scenes, people would be like, we got to do something. I mean, I think it would be something on people's minds every day if people really knew how, the government is wasting money. I mean, we're giving money to countries that really don't care for America. They don't do anything for America. A lot of this, spending that we do to help all these other countries out, it's just like let France step up, let Germany step up and help some of these, impoverished countries and stuff like that. Like, it's to the point where, people are tired of America always having to give money to everybody. When we have people in the streets that are starving, that are homeless, that are struggling, that need medical care, America's got to get back to being America first again. And a lot of people say it sounds cool, but I think Donald Trump really means it. I think he's looking at everything that's going on and saying, well, you know what? We have great cities like Los Angeles and New York City where people are homeless and people need help. And instead of helping those people, we'll take the money and spend it all the way in Ukraine to, help them, fix something that's going on with the war or to get things right over there when, we can take billions of dollars to get people off the streets and to help our veterans and stuff. So, America's got to get back to, and he mentioned it too, but America's got to get back to some common sense. Because stuff is so out of whack. Again, it's like you would think that this is like just basic common sense for most people, but a lot of our politicians don't realize that. And a lot of our politicians, they get paid well to do their job, and a lot of them are not doing their job. And when you start getting away from common sense, then your country becomes a wild, wild west. And if we would have gotten Kamala Harris in 2024, if she would have won the election, it'd have been business as usual. It would just been a mess. And so Donald Trump is going to have to make some unpopular decisions, and it is what it is. Some of these programs are going to have to be cut. There's some people that are going to lose a job, their government job, but it has to be done to improve America. And it's sad that the media, every time Trump, makes a cut to a program or wants to make a cut to a program, they're like, "Oh my God, this is so horrible." But if America keeps on doing the same old, then nothing's going to change. And I mean, if anybody, like I said, you can go on, usdebtclock.org, something like that. I think that's the website. But you look, and the debt keeps on just piling up. And so something's got to be done. I'm glad the Republicans are going to address, the problems now. And if he has to sign executive orders from now until the end of his presidency, then that's what he has to do, because stuff is just it's crazy. I mean, how politicians that want us to help out everybody in the world when people here are starving and need medical care, and it's insane to me. Like, we're almost living in the Twilight Zone or something. So again, like I said, I know I'm rambling, but how would you, if you were the president of the United States, how would you lower inflation in America? Let me know in the comment section. And then also, please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Again, you can follow me on Rumble and follow me on X. But just let me know how you would lower inflation if you were the president of the United States. Let me know in the comment section. Thank you.